Well, I can't find my little supply of random light bulbs. I'm pretty sure I'd have one in there. I won't worry about that right now because we can always change a light bulb easily. Let's put it back together and get her done, as they say. Oh, whoa. We just got to figure out this this black wire. Holy schmoly. Huh. Okay, to figure out the black wire, I either have to get the circuit diagram or look in the other radio. Which one of those is going to be easier? Can't be guaranteed. Well, the other radio, I'm pretty sure. You know what? It's easy to get the back off these. Let's bring the other radio here. Take a peek inside and see where that wire goes. There we go. Oh, it's identical. I don't think my camera's going to reach quite far enough, but I can see the black wire here. It's only one black wire, but I can see where it's going. It's going here, and that looks a little freshened in terms of solder anyway. So I think that's definitely where it's going. I'll explain that a little better in a moment. Just putting the other radio back together here. Okay. So that's pretty easy to do. Now, I'd already noticed that one pin on the output transformer appeared to have been soldered recently because there's no dust on it, just shiny solder. And that turns out to be the same pin this wire came from. like a cold solder joint there. Okay, on that. Back in you go. Okay. That's good. Now, there we go. Okay, that's good. That'll go in there. Throw it back on. Don't know if this is on or off yet, which way the switch is set. Put in the antenna. Connects right up. Hey, you know what I forgot? There's always something. Not going to work well without this. Okay, one screw in so we can stand it up. Now there's one foot broken off here. See it missing right here. And why do I think I have it in my pocket? Okay, and there's the foot. Uh-oh. Might be taking the back off again. Looks like it's held in with a screw, or it could be held in with a screw. Okay, hold your horses. Hold the horses right there. might be able to do this with the radio in. Just need some kind of... Let's see. Yeah, that's a hole right through. It's about that big. Okay, let's see if we can find a good screw for that. Something like that. That's too long though. I like the large open threads. It's not the right kind of head. That screw's wrecked. How about that? Maybe that other one isn't too long. Yeah, that'll do it. It's a Phillips. I can screw that from an angle too. The universe is unfolding as it should here. See if we can do this now. Where'd it go? Uh-huh. Check out a radio and a rubber mount. Check out a screw rather and a rubber mount. Ah, phooey. Now how could that have fallen out? Okay, trying to get the screw to go in without taking out the cabinet, or the chassis rather. Perfect. I'll get the foot to go on. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Now I gotta put in the rubber bumper here. Two of them have dropped out now. These are pretty important because often they, not so much on this radio, but on other radios, they line the chassis up with the cabinet holes. When these things compress over time, then the cabinet's no longer in the right position. And you get knobs, the shafts rubbing on the wood cabinet. This is going to be tricky to get in the back there, especially with the radio tipped up. So put the screw in so I can't drop that rubber out. Put this guy back together here. So a lot of these radios, European radios of this style, that have a push button on-off switch on the front, piano key style switch, are defective. And this is definitely a way to solve it. You know, rather than abandon the radio, that's for sure. Fixing or replacing the switch is just about impossible. Well, that was kind of dumb, wasn't it? I have to get in there and put this rubber piece in. Duh. Set the radio down. Hey. Rubber pieces from the top here. Maybe like that. A little easier to get in. Go. Just wiggle the screw around to center that piece of rubber. We're almost done. We've almost finished on this guy. Now, I think I released the light bulb clamp. It's floating around in the radio, and that's not the best way to leave it, so I better just check and make sure it's not lost. No, it's okay. Because we'll have to change the bulb at a later point. In the meantime, I'm just going to leave it, the socket floating around back there. This radio cabinet's taken a bit of a beating in the corner, one corner. And sometimes that means it's been dropped. I don't think this guy got dropped. Well, I guess the corners are also targets of other ways of damaging things. And corners tend to take a bit of a beating. There you have it. And then this cloth here is really fragile. You don't even want to touch it. Like, it would not take a vacuum and do this to it, because it's just coming apart. Little bits here that have broken away, but one good swipe like that and you'll put a mark right across it you can never get rid of. So we don't want to do that. Okay, what do you say we give it a test? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So plug in my rather weird temporary cord here. Weird because I don't have the same kind of clips on the end. There we go. Okay, we don't know if the switch is on or off and the light bulb doesn't work, so we'll watch our meters here. Yeah, wow. Okay, so watch this meter up here. Now if it rises all the way up to 122, the radio's switched off. Here we go. No, this radio's not switched off, it's switched on. So voltage pretty high today, 123. Volume down. Oh, we gotta push one of these buttons. So this radio has a loop antenna, so it's not so sensitive to noise. Now, that noise is my router, as I have discovered. There's no hum in the radio. It's beautiful. Let's try FM. Okay, she's a winner. That's enough. That was enough there for YouTube to pick up. Off switch has the unusual effect of silencing it. And of course, doesn't turn it off. And we'll try the switch on the back now. Here we go. And guess what? The switch on the back. Up is on and down is off. There we go. So that's the end of the Nordmende repair. A couple capacitors to get rid of the hum. A switch installed on the back to accommodate this switch. This switch was already electrically disabled inside the radio. So that had already been done. And we'll just throw a cord on the back, a proper cord, and we're in business with this radio. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.